Okay, hello people. Welcome to another episode of Words of Wisdom is Food for Thoughts, reaction commentary videos. Today, we're going to check out this FBA conversation. And this is off of VladTV. Jeez, this guy here. Well, without further ado, I'm not gonna, prolong the conversation. Let's get it started.
All right, here we go. Tariq Nasheed, welcome back to VladTV.
Back, yes indeed.
This is not a total surprise because this kind of came together based on some comments that I made about foundational Black Americans.
You know what? I'm gonna stop right here. This foundational Black America, this thing here, I don't know what has people's panties in a bunch. It's just, man, I'm just gonna let the footage roll.
And some of the situations that are happening right now with like a boycott with African hair shops and so forth. And I made some comments. I just want to apologize for the comments that I made.
You know what? All this stuff started since COVID. Ever since things got shut down, and, the political parties, the elephant and the donkey asses, started trying to pull their votes together. This is where all this stuff started. It is actually sickening. It's just time for a change.
At the end of the day, I felt like it was coming from a good place, but I'm not Black.
He said that again. I'm not Black. Now, mind you, he says, I'm not Black. Okay.
And I think I overstepped my bounds.
As you do sometimes.
As I do sometimes. Yeah. And my man Willie D actually called me up. And during the course of the conversation, I said, well, who would be a good person to get into this conversation was my man Tariq Nasheed. In terms of the FBA guys that I know, he's the biggest one, and he's, a regular guest on the show.
People, I don't really care for this guy. He does the trigger, troll, clickbait, race bait type of, that talk. Always trying to make these Black people look like, they're so weird and crazy. But you stay in the barbecue. You stay talking about us 24/7 rent-free. It's like people don't have nothing else to talk about but Black people. Why is that? And in Black America, because now they're starting to be, Blacks everywhere around the world, it's global. Nah, nobody's calling anybody Black like talking about. I don't see anybody Black that has Black on their birth certificates, but people in America. Yes, color, Negro, Black, yada, yada, yada. Now everybody wants to be Black. Whatever that innuendo is, it started here. Let's get real with this. It started in America.
Matter of fact, let me call up Willie real quick. Let me get him on the phone. Hold on a second. Willie, hold on one second. I got Tariq right here.
What's up, Will?
What's up, Tariq?
How you doing, bro?
Shit, I can't call it. I might start.
There it is. Like you out there exercising.
No, man, I'm just in the backyard.
Okay.
Cool. Should you turn the volume a little bit?
Turn the volume. Okay, yeah. So I'm here with Vlad. Vlad wanted to give you a call real quick. Okay.
Yeah, what's good?
So yeah, Vlad Vlad was saying that he was making comments about the lineage.
Why? Why are you making comments about something you have no part of? Nothing to do with.
And y'all corresponded, and you said that it would be a good idea for him to kind of reach out to me and get me in the conversation.
That was actually my idea.
It was your idea.
Yeah,
okay.
It was my idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And I concur.
Okay. Okay.
So he said it was his idea to reach out to Tariq Nasheed. And then he gonna turn around and say, what FBA is? If you know Tariq, I'm pretty sure you know what it is. You just be asking questions just to hear yourself talk.
You got a lot of knowledge about this. What I was telling Vlad is that I understand both sides.
Both sides.
I personally don't believe that we're going to be as successful as we want to be if we don't figure out a way to come together And that's not just the diaspora. That's even on the ground right here in the U.S.
Man, we talking about here. We can't do nothing about nobody's stuff overseas, over the mountain, down the valley, across the river. You gotta sweep around your own back door. You gotta clean up your own mess in your own house. How you gonna help somebody you can't even help yourself? So the goal is to help yourself first, fool.
Like we gotta figure this shit out, bro, because this is the reason why they've been so successful at keeping us from reaching our optimum.
Who is they? They. Who are these they? These mysterious, no name, no face stays.
In the first place, you know, but people, having said that, people gotta understand that everything that they get from this country, people that want to come here so bad, the reason why they want to come here so bad is because of the opportunities that we made for them.
Right.
It was
Right.
they're standing on the shoulders of our ancestors. Standing on the shoulders of the people that came before us post-slavery.
Right.
And they're standing on our shoulders because we keep this, we the glue that keep this raggedy motherfucker together. You know what I'm saying? Like we are the glue.
Right.
So
Facts. We are the culture. Everything comes from Black American culture. If you think about it, go back and look at old TV shows, even in the 80s. The movies, these flat pancake iron board type of phenotype people, which I ain't no name, because we already know. The music, the commercials, the dancing, the food, the talk, the jiveness, everything. Without us, there would be none of that. And our people always like to say, well, we created, we have. Why you don't have the exact same thing in your own country before it would even shine light on over here? That don't make no sense. If you created something, it should be where you started from. They should have hip-hop in England and then overseas in Europe and all that other blah, blah, blah. Your clothes, your style, everything. Your culture, how you talk, how you walk, how you dress, all that. Why doesn't it exist over there? For some odd reason, I'm very curious to understand, why doesn't it exist over there? Now ask yourself that.
So my thing is that there's strength in numbers, but only if the numbers are not divided.
You talking generic.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, and we have to understand that all the lineages has to be respected. You got to respect everybody's lineage.
Facts.
You could still come together, but we still respect people and their individual lineage.
Facts.
We respect our Jamaican brothers. We respect the Nigerian brothers. We respect everybody. We don't have a problem with everybody recognizing their lineage and putting respect on it. And we're asking the same. We want people to give us the same respect and not try to rename us and reclassify us in their own terms. So we are taking the lead and the initiative to let people know what our lineage is. And that's all it is. It's not about dividing. It's not about divisiveness. It's not about division. We're just letting people know what our lineage is and how it should be respected, and we are going to gatekeep it so that we're not constantly exploited.
That's right. Why we can't never have nothing on our own? That doesn't even make no sense, Jack. This is crazy. This is ludicrous. Every time we come somewhere, they want to come. Every time we do something, they want to be there. Come on, man. We just want our own stuff. That's all. Without y'all. And y'all mean everybody else.
So that's what I'm going to break down to Brother Vlad today. I'm going to break that down to Vlad.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what's popping right there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you said a mouthful.
Yes, sir.
Break it down. I know you got this, man. I know you got it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, 'cause you don't.
Yes, indeed. All right, brother. Good to talk to you. Well, I'm going to holler at you in a minute. All right, brother.
All right.
All right.
His ass up, Tariq.
Well, look, Willie's someone who
Get that ass up. Bring that ass here, boy.
I respect a lot.
That's
Very
my
close
guy.
friend of mine. Yeah,
Love Willie.
Very good friend of mine. In fact, when I addressed the whole Farrakhan misquote, I purposely flew down to Houston to do his show to actually address that. So when he called me about this, I took that phone call very seriously. And like I said, of course, the phone call, I said, let me include you in the conversation.
Vlad look like a skinny fat bastard off Austin Power. I want in my belly. I eat the baby in my belly. Get in my belly.
And at the end of the conversation, I said, well, let me bring Tariq on my show to publicly address it as opposed to this private conversation. Let me learn something and let me apologize for overstepping my bounds.
Facts. That's what they always do. Overstep the goddamn bound. Well, that's it for part one, everybody. Hold on tight for part two, because this dude just chopped the heck out of this section.